Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 time, and it's not pick up time, as Paul H would say. It's basically my 5, I would say, favourite soaps, soap bases, scents, whatever you want to call them. Then my post-shave, brushes, razors, blades. So I'm going to start off with just at the top of the pile, my number one soap of 2019, and at the moment, probably still my number one soap. And that is the Swedish Witch. This one's Rosemary Spice. It was very kindly sent to me from Johan from the Shaven Butcher YouTube channel. Awesome bloke, baldy guy, same as me. It smells like a herbaceous sort of Old Spice type scent. Now it's not full on Old Spice, now it's also a very hard soap. This is like rock hard. It's not glycerin or triple milled, it's just a very hard waxy type soap. I thought it might gunk up my brushes, but it doesn't. It's got a very, very minimalistic ingredients list down here. Now, Sarah Lundstrom, who makes this soap, is starting up a website. Hopefully it'll come out this month. I haven't heard anything, I haven't seen anything. When it opens up, I expect it to sell out like that because her soap is superb and I can't really say much more about it. Very, very similar to the Secret Artisan that is in the making at the moment. Soap number 2 came all the way from America, from Jack over at the Virtual Groom Room, and it was himself that tagged me in this video, so thanks for the tag, Jack. I'm actually going to tag Johan from Shaven Butcher. I don't know whether he's done it before. If he has done it, then he doesn't have to do it again, unless he really wants to. Zingari Man, the Wanderer. Now the scent on this, to me, smells a bit like a sort of, it almost smells like a really, really nice laundry detergent, which doesn't sound like the sort of thing you want to shave with. Now I think this is supposed, obviously, barbershop. It does have a very nice powdery, sweet, almost gourmand scent to it. Massive amount of soap in there. I don't know how heavy is this. It's 5 ounces, so it's 5 ounces soap. Good bit of weight to it. Smells great. The lather from it's incredible. The post-shave, everything about it is great. It's very, very close to the Swedish Witch. Everything that I'm putting on here at the moment is, apart from the last soap, which I do struggle with, is very, very high quality. Next one is Noble Otter Barber, another barbershop. Strangely enough, I never used to like barbershop scents, but I seem to be liking them now. These ones aren't your traditional barbershop, they are a bit different. This one is a sort of, it's almost got a chocolate, cocoa, toffee type scent through it, but it does have that powderiness that the barbershop has. And it is just beautiful. But once again, the performance on Noble Otter is absolutely top drawer. The labels are superb, and you can't really go wrong. I did purchase, when they redid the soap base, I purchased every single one of his soaps, and other than probably 3 of the scents, 2 or 3 out of the 6, I really enjoyed all the scents, but this is the only one that stayed, and I've now got Noble Otter Orbit, which I picked up in Canada. The next one, believe it or not, is another barbershop. Good Vibrations from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. This scent is just mesmerising for me. I don't know what it is about it. It is a total different take on barbershop. Again, 3 barbershops, 3 completely different scents. This one, they all have that powdery note. This one is closer to Wanderer. It does have a sort of lemony, I don't know what it is, but this one is a beautiful aftershave splash as well. The actual splash that comes with this, the scent is phenomenal, and it lasts pretty long. Got a good kick of menthol. And Doug Smythe over there, I can't remember his real name, but that's his alter ego, or whatever you want to call it. Top bloke, pushes wet shaving massively and really tries to get it out there. And for all his flaws and all his errors that he made in judgment, the guy is one of the biggest advocates for traditional wet shaving, and to slaughter him is just madness in my mind. Last but not least, Barrister and Man, Fuji Gothic, Hell is Empty and The Devils Are Here. Now the label on this and the actual finish on the tub is probably the best that I have in the den. It's the best I've seen, I would say. It's actually printed on here, it's absolutely stunning. Now this one's a bit, I went more for scent than anything on here. This is my number one scent in traditional wet shaving, or wet shaving alone. This is just actual for shaving sort of stuff. It is just off the charts, incredible. I can't even really describe it. It is so unique. There is nothing on earth like it that I have smelled. I do have the EDP to go with this. I don't use it very often because it's quite expensive. It's over $100, the EDP, I think, from memory. But it is phenomenal, and the staying power on it is easily 16 to 40 hours. I can spray it on in the morning today and still smell it 2 days later. If I spray it on the back of my hand, I can still smell it 2 days later after 2 showers. It is incredible, but it's very pungent, it's very strong, it's very earthy, it's got a lot of fungi sort of scent about it. But yeah, that's my 5 soaps that I've picked. To be honest, I could have taken any single artisan out of my drawers and brought it in here today, but I just picked 5 that pretty much, if I did pick 5 and stick with them, that's the 5 I would pick. And I'm putting a lot of shit hot soaps to the sidelines, and I apologise to everyone else out there that didn't make the top 5 for this video. Right, post shave splash, or whatever you want to call it. I went the opposite route to Jack from Virtual Groom Room. He went with the performance of it, which I've got 4 things in there I would pull through here, no problem whatsoever. But on the other hand, I've went with scent, and I'm going to start off basically from my lowest scent favourite up to my favourite scent favourite that I'm wearing at the moment. So number 4, working towards number 1, is Creed Aventis. Now the batch number on this is S4216L01, or is it? That might not be, that's the lot number. I think that is the batch number. You might see there, you might not. Now, as you can see, this has been pretty well used now. Oh, smoky pineapple, it's just phenomenal. It's such a nice scent. One thing I will say with this, it doesn't last very long on my skin now. When I first got Creed Aventis, the longevity, the projection, all that was excellent. Now, I actually find Club de Nuit Intense from Armaf to last longer and actually smell better on my skin. I've ran out of it. I've went through 4 bottles of that stuff now, and I don't have any to put on the channel, because believe it or not, that wouldn't even make the top 4 if I had the Armaf. In fact, Armaf would probably be further up the list. But as it is, this is the way I'm going. Next up is Tom Ford. I forgot the name of this now. Soleil Blanc. Now this is the refillable bottle one, magnetic. This is really well made. This magnet is so strong. The scent on it, I'll be honest with you, I absolutely love it. It's a very intoxicating scent. Couldn't tell you anything about it. It's got a sort of warming amber type of thing going on. Now I'll just show you here as well how this works. So you've got this little bottom cap at the bottom, you just twist it open, pops off, and then you can slide this through, and there you go. I've used this a lot. You only need 3 squirts. I put 1 squirt generally on the back of my neck now, but used to be on the front, and 2 on my wrists, and that's it. That's all I put on there. But that comes in a little bottle like that. You then slot it in there, pop your base on, clicks in, magnet. Superb. Longevity and scent strength on this is phenomenal, and the projection's massive. I mean, the projection's like meters away. Now, I will be honest, the both of those, I don't actually hardly get any compliments on them, if I'm honest. I love it, my wife loves it, that's all that really matters to me. I'm sure people smell them, and they just, Aventis, everyone's smelled it, they're probably just sick of smelling it. The Soleil Blanc's very unique, and probably most people wouldn't like it, similar to Fuji Gothique. Now, number 2 is Chanel Bleu, or Bleu de Chanel Parfum. Now this is the strongest version of Bleu de Chanel. This is the 100 mil or 150 mil? Yeah, 150 mil. Now this is about, I think this is roughly 200 Australian dollars, 230 Australian dollars I think I paid for this, something like that. The scent on it, it's just phenomenal. This is just a beautiful evening cologne scent, and once again, scent strength, projection, skin, it's just absolutely brilliant, and it lasts so long on your skin as well. I can put this on at night and smell it all through the next day. I mean, these sort of things are very expensive, but you do generally get value for money with the scent. It will last a while. If you're out and about and you want something to last overnight and into the next day because you're not having a shower in the morning, you can squirt this on at night, go out and enjoy your night, wake up in the morning, still smell great, and walk out again. It's really that good. Now, number 1, and these all come from like sort of massive brands, I would say. They're not niche or artisan or anything like that. Number 1 has been a bit of a surprise for me. I've been waiting for this to come out for a very, very, very long time. I've used the original pretty much as far back as I can remember, probably from when it was released. It was pretty much my first ever aftershave, and it is Davidoff Cool Water. And as you can see from the label on the front, this is intense. Now, I got this for Christmas from my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, and as you can see, I've used a fair bit of it. I use this pretty much, this is my daily driver every day. It's a very, very simple accord. You've got mandarin on the top notes, coconut in the middle, and amber on the bottom. Three of my most favourite scents, all in one splash. You can smell them all, each individually as they go through the whole, well, there are only 3 stages, but you smell them all the way through. It's by far the best coconut scent I've ever used. It lasts all day. I mean, I spray this on and it's like, I can spray it on now. What time is it now? 8:30 in the morning, and still smell it easily at 10 o'clock tonight. It'll have mellowed right out through the coconut to the amber. It's quite sweet by the end, but then the amber, it's just, for such a simple scent, it's beautiful. Does not smell anything like normal cool water. So if you're going to buy this blind and expect it to smell like cool water, the original, it doesn't. But it does smell phenomenal. Lasts all day, and it's $49 Australian. When you take that into account, this is 100 mils, 125 mil. So I can buy twice the amount of blue to Chanel for that price point, sort of thing. So that's my splashes on my post shave. I went with the scent sort of thing. That's my 4 favourite scents that I use mainly at the moment. I was actually planning on starting up a scent sort of channel, fragrances and things like that, but they are my 4 favourite fragrances in the den. The ones that get used the most, the ones that I wear pretty much daily. I do have loads of others, but that's the ones I pick out. Now, brushes. I'm going to start from the bottom, work my way up again. This was extremely hard. You know what my brushes are like. It took me a long time to get the brush selection that I have in my den, and I can't honestly say there's one that I don't really enjoy or I don't like at all. I love them all in their own sort of way. But number 3 comes all the way from Charles Bullock of Craving Shaving. And this is my Siri brush. This was a gift from Charles for helping him out in the very beginning with his YouTube channel, which I didn't really do much, mate, but I mean, obviously every little helps, I find, and I did do a little delving and speaking to people trying to figure out the best way to do it. He slotted in here a Dura knot from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Now this is quite a dense knot for a synthetic. It's got a high loft, but it's got good backbone, and the face feel and the feel of it in general is just absolutely stunning. It's one of the best synthetic knots you can get, I reckon. But this handle, Charles knocked it out of the park. I asked him for the Siri colours from the Apple logo, and I don't think he could have done a better job, in all honesty. It turned a beautiful handle. It's very ergonomic in the hand. It's got a good weight to it. Stunning knot, great brush. Now number 2 was just a lucky find. It was, I think it was actually picked out from Spencer Frankel over in the Eastern States. I think he found it, or I found it and mentioned it to him, I can't remember, but I think he found it and I ended up buying it, and it is this. Now this comes from Envy Shave. It was made by Nathan Clark over this in the United States. I have been in touch with Nathan. I was actually going to get him to make another brush for me at some point, but with not working at the moment and low funds, it's just knocked me for 6. Now this has got a 25mm black wolf knot from Wolf Whiskers. I think he sources his knots from Peter over at Wolf Whiskers. It is super soft. Excuse me. No, maybe not. It's coming. I do have a sneeze coming. I was going to stop the video, but why? What's the point? Now, as you can see, this knot is perfect. I do look after my brushes. I look after everything in the den. And yeah, it's just, this one's stunning. Beautiful sort of teal and aquamarine and aqua with a, it's like a pearlescent glitter in here, but I can't normally pick it up with the camera, and I'm not picking it up today. Abalone in the handle there. Absolutely stunning. It's beautiful to use. It's lovely to hold. Perfect. Now, number 1, I would never have seen this after 3 years in this wet shaving. Goes to a natural hairbrush, and you know what it is. It's my That Darn Rob 28mm rhodium knot silver tip. Absolutely stunning. This is a very, very dense knot. The handle is absolutely beautiful. Now, I'm not an enormous fan of purple, but there's something about this with this iridescence in the handle. You probably can't see it too well. There you go. It's just a phenomenal combination. I think the knot looks stunning in it. It's got great proportions. It's one of the most comfortable brushes in the den to hold. The actual style of the handle's great, the way it sort of flicks out to a sort of sharp edge here. It's just phenomenal. And with this knot in it, brushes don't really get much better for me, to be honest. The knot that was in it previously was good. It was a 26mm Venturian, but what Sir Jan from Rhodium Knots found was that the hole was drilled out to 28mm and the knot's 26 to make it bloom out and look bigger than it was. Now this has obviously got a 28mm in it now, and when it blooms out it looks absolutely massive, it looks phenomenal. Right, down to number 2, which is my razors. This is nice and easy for me, in a sense. I could put 3 in here with my Feather Artist Club, but I'm not going to add that today. For face shaves, the Carve Christopher Bradley razor. I've got the shakes, I've only had one coffee today. Aluminium, B-plate. For me, it does not get better than that on the market at the moment. That there is the best shaving razor that I've used personally. I think it looks stunning. It's very light, so it allows me to put the pressure on myself, which I prefer, rather than a heavy razor. And it gives me now pretty much perfect results for me personally every single time. I do start most of my face shaves off with this Gillette now, the Artist Club, and I am finding that very, very fun to use, and it gives me great results, very close. But that razor there, I could use it every day. It would be my desert island razor, no problem whatsoever. Head shaves and face shaves, but mainly for head shaves, goes to the Leaf razor, Leaf Shave. Now this is a 3-blade, half DE blade. It takes half DE blades in here. I've got feather blades loaded in here at the moment. It gave me the most incredible head shave, last shave out. I did get a little bit of, or a few weepers here and here, but other than that, it was BBS, and it was the closest and quickest BBS I think I've had from any razor, and it goes to show just how good this is. There's the Leaf logo there. It's just a stunning razor, and it works so well. It is mild, but with a sharp blade in there, it's good enough to get really through it. And I have shaved 4 days. I think I've shaved about 7 or 10 days as well on my head with this razor without taking it down first, and it didn't really struggle at all. It just piled through the hair and leaves great results. I get minimal irritation from this. I hardly ever get irritation from it, to be honest, other than this little bit here last time, and it wasn't really irritated, it was just a few weepers. It's just absolutely phenomenal. So for head shavers out there and face shavers that are struggling with these or any other type of traditional razor, it's all metal construction or zinc alloy or whatever you want to call it. It is eco-friendly or environmentally friendly as such, but it uses DE blades, which generally come in cardboard packaging and are completely 100% recyclable, the packaging and the blade. So you are doing your little bit for the environment. If it is a real thing, this plastic thing that's going on, you are doing your little bit for the environment. So certainly it's worth looking at for that regard, and it's also a lot cheaper. The initial outlay is $100+ for these, I think, but it's worth it in the long run because you can buy blades like this, which are my number 1 blade, the Gillette Ruby Plus. Now, I've went through a lot of blades in my time, lots, pretty much most blades that are on the market at the moment. Gillette has been my standout performer, pretty much. I don't find blades better than Gillette, generally. This one, however, I sort of loved and then hated, and then went through, not hated, but went through a stage where I wasn't using it as much. I found the Nasset was better, I was getting better shaves from the Nasset. I've gone back to this is the only packet that I've got of these. I think it was sent to me from Oive Chapo, I think. Pretty sure it was Oive Chapo that sent me these ones over. Or Alex, if you want to call him Alex. And it's only I've got one left. Now, I use it in this razor, and it gives me the most incredible results. It's so smooth and sharp. I can go against the grain. I never feel anything against the grain. I don't get any pain whatsoever like I used to do. These blades just work in this razor amazingly well, just like the feathers do in the Leaf. But overall, my number 1 blade, the Gillette Ruby Plus. Now, there are 2 types of Gillette Ruby. I'm going to buy a pack soon, or 100 packs soon. And I don't know whether they're the same, and I don't know whether they'll shave the same, so it'll be interesting to find out. And we've come to the end of the video. I'm done and dusted. I hope you enjoyed that. Like I say, there's so many things that didn't make this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But I did choose things that generally, if I was stranded and this was all I could use the rest of my life, this is my setup. And I think most people would be happy with this setup, to be honest. And with that, Johan, it's over to you, mate, if you have done it already. And I've probably watched it anyway if you have done it. If not, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.